Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome back. And if you just slid by, saw the title, decide to click on, welcome. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, see that intro right there? It's a lot going on. So we're going to try this one. If you're new to the channel, this is Travel, but no, it's not. It's Key to Travel. It used to be Travel Buddies. And if you was with us when we was Travel Buddies, welcome back. And if this is your first time with us, make sure you please subscribe. I think I'm going to stick with that one a little better. How about that? Well, here at Key to Travel, this is what I do on my travel channel. I love to do story times. I do some vlogs, but it's really like a diary of my travels. And I like to tell you tips and tricks on traveling. And that's what we do here at Key to Travel. I'm going to this year kind of incorporate other things in the channel dealing with travel. But for the most part, that's what we do here at Travel Buddies. Today I'm going to talk about, I know you probably saw the title. And yes, it was drama with a group. Now, I am a travel agent as well, so that's where this group situation happened. I booked a group travel and a lot of stuff happened. So we're going to talk about it. I got some notes. If you see me looking down, I have my phone right here on what actually happened with that group. So let's get started. That intro, y'all. We're going to change it today. Let's try this one. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Key to Travelers. If you've been with us before, we used to be Travel Buddies. Welcome back, buddies. And if you are new to this channel and have never seen us before, make sure you subscribe. Now, that one's a little better and it's not as long. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll weigh our options. How about that one? But welcome, y'all. Welcome to Travel Buddies. And let's talk. Travel. I keep saying it. Welcome to Key to Travel, y'all. Today, we about to talk about this group that I booked and the drama that it caused. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let me tell you about this group. And hopefully this helps anybody else that books groups or it's deciding to put a group together. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about it. I had to put the shades on for the shade. I met this young lady. Let's just back it up and tell y'all how I met her. I met her through somebody else that I booked their travel for. This person I booked their travel for all the time, and it's usually them and a couple of their friends or them and their mans. You know how. But that's how her travel usually goes. So with her sending her to me, I was just ecstatic because I was glad that she sent over someone to me. So I wanted to make sure I represented her well because she always represents me well. So the young lady called and she said, hey, she said, how you doing? I was like, hey, I'm so glad you called. She told me who she met. We had our pleasantries. And she stated that she wanted to book a group trip. She said, usually she goes on group trips herself, but she usually goes through Facebook or Instagram or find a group like that and really don't know the people and decide to go. She wanted to do it a little different. She wanted to set up a group talking to her peers, people that she work with, people that goes to her kids' parents, that goes to her kids' school. She said people that's at her near grocery store. She's like, I want to like get a group that is just like the regular norm people that just need a break like me. I said, all right, girl. She said, so this is, she said, I didn't picture it in my mind how I want my ideal group trip to go. Because she said she done been on plenty trips. And she had it in her mind how the ideal, and all the trips she done been on always had something that wasn't fitting, right? So she had it in her mind how her ideal trip is going to go. I said, okay. I said, let me get my pen and paper, because I was sitting at my desk, but I didn't have no pen and paper. So if she had her ideal trip, I wanted to make sure I jotted it all down for her. So her ideal trip was airfare was included. I said, oh, that's an easy task. Resort, all inclusive. Okay, easy task. Place, not even worried. Whatever place you can find with those, to have that. And I want excursion. My excursion I want is to be the regular excursions. The jet ski, not the jet ski, she said the zip lines, the horses, and she said the ATVs. If I could get that, she would be okay. I said, what about tours? She said, I'm not really caring about tours. I just want the adventures. Like, she said, because she usually does that at every one of her vacation. Her excursions are usually those, and that's what she wants. And the hotel all inclusive, and the airport, the flight. I said, and transportation from the airport. Perfect. Yes, gotta have that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that up for you. I have it all to you. And how many people? Because I need that. She said, let's say 10 people. I said, okay, do you want a double occupancy? Double occupancy, 2 people in each room. I said, so five groups. And she said, no, I want 10 individual rooms because I don't know how everybody's going to jive. So let's do 10 rooms with everything else I asked for. Okay, perfect. Now, I do have to tell you that when I look these up for you, I'm going to send you an itinerary, but they're only good for 24 hours. And I know you said you're still looking for your actual group that's going to mesh. So I'm going to send you this, but it's only a quote, but they're not good after 24 hours, not guaranteed after 24 hours because flights can be booked by then and they won't have it available. The resorts can be full and those excursions can be full. So anything can happen, the components to make this not actually fit after 24 hours. So I'm going to send this to you, but it's going to be like a guide. She said, okay, perfect. Sounds good. I'm with it. I understand. Okay. So she went ahead and so that was about, I want to say about 10ish in the morning that she had called me. So I got it to her before close of business. The next day, I started getting calls. And the calls I was getting, she made copies of the actual quotes and she passed them out to everybody that she talked to. So people were calling to get that deal. Okay. So the first lady, I didn't know where she had got the information from, but she wanted the hotel, the airfare, the excursions, and she wanted the pickup from the airport for that price. Well, the price for the group was $800, and this young lady wanted the same thing. Well, it's not going to work for one person because you don't get the discounts as what the group gets, right? So I had to explain to her, and I was like, how did you get? So she was adamant she wanted this. I gave somebody this price. She wants this price. I said, well, send it to me. And when she sent it to me, I saw her to say group at the top. So I was like, it's for a group. You can't just get it for one. It's for a group. It has to be 8 rooms or more. So she stated, okay, fine. Well, give her the price on it. So I gave her the price on it. And the price for her by herself with everything included was $1,600. So she was like, that's double. Well, yeah, that's the perks you get with booking with a group. Oh, never mind. So she hangs up. So the next person called, she wanted the same thing and figured it out. It was from her again. So like 4 people had called that day. So I contacted her later that afternoon, before I closed out for the day, and she was like, hey, everybody's liking this, the rate you gave and everything. I was like, yes, but please let them know that it is for a group, and if they're not booking with your group, because a lot of people was calling the book single by themselves. What? By themselves? People sound cheeky. You might be cheeky, but you need to let them know that's for the group and the group's own. Okay, no problem. I said, okay. She said, well, look, this is what I want. I think I got my people together, but I'm going to call you tomorrow. I said, okay, fine. Hangs up the phone. The next day, she calls about, I want to say it was before lunch, she calls. And she says, hey, I need 15 rooms instead of 10. I said, oh, okay, mama. Let me go ahead and do it. I said, do you know the names? Because, I could just go ahead and put everything in. So when I do print out everything, you can hand each person their thing. They can give you their money or their credit card. They can contact me with their credit card because my name is on it, and we could just move forward. Well, no, just send me the price for the 15. I'm gonna get everybody's money, and I'm gonna call, and in 24 hours, it's no longer, yes, tomorrow I'm gonna be calling you by lunchtime, and we gonna be, getting this together. Okay, went ahead, looked it up, sent it to her by 4 o'clock. Okay, the next day she calls me at lunchtime. And the reason I know it was lunchtime is because I had a nice little beautiful Caesar salad sitting on the side. No, it was a shrimp Caesar salad that day, sitting right there. And I wanted that scrumptiousness, right? So when she called, I just opened my Caesar salad, just got the aroma going, right? So I pushed it to the side and I said, hello. And she said, hey. I said, hey. I said, do you ready to book? She told me who she was, everything. I said, so you ready to book? Yes, I got everybody money. I said, so you doing separate credit cards and credit? Oh no, I'm gonna do it all on my card. They all cash out me, so I'm gonna just pay with my card. Okay, fine. Let's get started. And she said, okay, hold up. Let me make sure that the money that they sent me on my cash app is right before we go ahead and do this. Give me a second. I said, okay. So I'm sitting on the phone with her, still eyeing my Caesar salad over there in the corner, but I'm still sitting over there, waiting. Still eyeing my Caesar salad while I sit on the phone. And she comes back and she said, oh, I am $300 short. I said, okay. I said, well, what we can do is we can book everybody. She's like, I don't know who sent me $300 short. I said, well, we can go ahead and book everybody else. And when you get to the person that you know is $300 short, then you do not book them. And then you contact them for them to send you their $300. And then we can book it, but you'll still have that rate as long as it's more than 7 to 8 rooms. She said, oh yeah, I got all 15. I said, so we could go ahead and book everybody. You can check off who sent you the money, who didn't, because on Cash App you can see who sent you the money, and you can check it off as you go. And then when we get down to the last person who didn't send it to you, you contact that person, and then you just tell them that they need to give you your $300, and then we'll book their room. She said, okay, how about I just go ahead and call her because I want to do everybody's together. I said, okay, well, it's still going to be the same thing, but I'm not a pushy salesperson. So she was like, no. I'd rather, contact whoever it is, and, I'll go ahead and call you back tomorrow before close of business. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So we hang up the phone. The next day, my day just going. I'm pretty much doing my thing. During the day, usually I'm like this, just moving around and getting things done. So I didn't realize till about 5 o'clock that I had not talked to her. And usually I'm out of the office for 4, but this particular day, it was 5. So I go ahead and I reach out to her and I called. And she answered the phone. She said, hey. I said, hey. I said, I didn't hear from you today. I don't like to go ahead and people that I know are ready to book and they get, lost in their shuffle and they forget to call and then they lose their rates. I don't like that. So I like to reach back out. So I said, hey, don't want to be a bother, but, did you figure out who it was and do you want to book? She said, no, I didn't figure it out, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a call tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock, and if we can still get that rate, that would be perfect, because I think I kind of know who it is, but I'm not 100% sure, and I want to meet up with her in the morning, and at about 10 o'clock I'll give you a call and we can go ahead and move forward. Okay, fine. Okay, so the next day came. The next day came, she called. She said, hey, can you check to see if the rates are going to be the same? And if not, if they have went up, I'm just going to give everybody their money back. And we'll just figure out another day and another time that we can do this. I said, okay, because, by the way, she did have her dates up. All right. I said, okay, no problem. Let me check. So I went in and I checked everything. And lo and behold, everything was the same. Nothing had went up. in those 36 hours, you know, everything was the same. So I said, you know what, you locked up. Nothing has changed. She was like, oh, really? I said, yes. She said, oh, well, let me go ahead and book the ones that I have. I said, okay, fine. So I said, let's go. I said, you have names? Because I'm just going to go ahead and just go down the list and put it in the computer. And she was like, yeah. She was like, how about, she was like, instead of, you know, me listing off names, sending you names, how about I just email you everybody's name, everybody's information, because a lot of my clients with groups love to do that. And I said, that makes my day even better. I said, okay, you can go ahead and do that, and I'll just go ahead and take your credit card information now, put everything in. Once I add everything into the system, once everything comes over, I'll send it to you. So she said, okay, fine. So she went ahead and she sends me the list email. And I said, okay, I did receive your email while we was talking, and it popped up. And I said, I did receive your email, and do you want to go ahead and give me your credit card number? And I put it in. She said, sure. She's like, but can you just go ahead and put everybody's in and tell me how much it is? I said, well, when I do that, they're going to ask me for final payment. And she said, okay, well, let me go ahead and give you my credit card, and I'm going to give you the credit card for 6 people. I said, okay, 6 people, you know, but you know it has to be 8 people to get that discount. So she said, right. She said, but I want to do double occupancy on those 6, and then we'll add the other ones. But if you do double occupancy, that's only 3 rooms. And if it's only 3 rooms, this rate is going to be different. So I'm going to have to change the rate. Well, I'm going to add people, but I'm going to add them tomorrow, and yada, yada, yada. But these are the ones that I have. So she went in and just decided to split it in half to send people that they were going to pay half without even looking to see what it was going to actually be. I said, well, if you're doing double occupancy and there's only 3 rooms, the rate is going to change. Hold on, let me check the rate for you. So I went ahead. She said, but I do have 15. It's going to be 15 rooms in the long run. But right now, that's what I have. I said, I understand. But if you want me to put those in, I have to put them in the way you present them to me right now. So she said, okay, bet. Let me call you back and let me call the other people. I said, okay. Change the phone. So later that day, about 5 o'clock, she calls. And she said, hey, she said, how much it is just for those 3 rooms, double occupancy. So I went ahead and put it in or whatever. But luckily for her, it only went up $400. So it only went up $400. And that was with the 3 rooms. So it went up $400 with the 3 rooms, and because I changed it, I had 2 excursions, and I put it as 1 excursion, but everything else stayed the same. So she was like, oh, okay, all right. So I just have to add $400 more to what they actually paid. Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool, let's do it. So it was her room with somebody else. So it's 3 rooms, 6 people. So I said, okay. So I took it, did it, put the credit card in, and it was all good to go. She said, okay, but I'm going to be calling back for those other ones. I said, okay, but I can't guarantee their rate is going to be your rate. Okay. Fast forward. Now, the trip was going to happen in 30 days. So let's fast forward to 30 days. 30 days comes. The day of her trip. I always call the night before, send an email telling everybody, good luck, you know, don't forget your flight, blah, blah, blah. And I did that. I got a call that morning from a person that was supposed to be in her group. The first person said, hi, I'm calling because I never received my itinerary and I don't know what type my flight is. And I was like, who are you going with? And she gave me the girl's name. I said, okay, hold on 1 second. I have her folder because upcoming trips I keep on my desk. So I pulled out her folder and I said, what's your name? I looked. Her name wasn't on the list. I said, well, I don't have you on the list. She said, what you mean you don't have me on the list? I said, I don't have you on the list as one of the people that she has going on her trip. She said, why you don't have me on the list? I paid for my trip. Why I'm not on the list? I said, well, I said, you need to contact her because she said, you the travel agent, but I can only book the people that she gives me. She said, it's 15 of us. And she said, only people I know of is 3 people that got their stuff. And she paid for everybody. So, okay. But I only received 6 people. And she said, well, what name? Maybe she put it under another name. That's not what I'm going to do. See, I don't give out names unless you give me information. And the reason why is because I don't want to be caught in the crossfire or nothing that I don't have no business in, okay? So I said, well, your name I don't have, but you could give me another name I could tell you I have them. So she gave me another name. I looked down at the list, wasn't on the list. So the young lady stated, she's suing my company. Me? What? Wait, whoa. So I said, let me do you a favor. I'm going to take your information and I'm going to contact her. So I called her. And she was about to get on the plane. And I said, hey, I just got a call from this young lady. And she stated that she was supposed to be in your group. She said, oh, F her. That heifer didn't give me her money till the last minute. And when she gave me her money the last minute, I ain't have time to be running behind nobody. So F her. She ain't going on that trip. I said, oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right, thank you. I hung up the phone. I called the young lady back. I said, hey, sweetie. I said, the young lady that she stated that she has your money. You gave it to her at the last minute. She didn't call me with it. Y'all need to settle that. I'm sorry. I'm not in the middle of that, and I apologize. And she was like, oh, how y'all do business? She hung up the phone. It wasn't me, baby. So then, the next hour, I get a call. And this is from another girl on the trip. She called. She said, hey, I'm calling. I missed my flight. What can I do? And I stated her name. And I so happened to have the girl folder open. And it was from that trip. I said, oh, let me contact the airline, see if they can, accommodate you by getting you to where you need to be. And if it was going to be more or whatever, let me see what I can do. She said, okay. So I said, I just put on a brief hold. So when I put on hold and I'm contacting the airline, my other phone, I answered it, and it's the girl and her group. Hey, I don't know what type of foolishness this is or whatever, but one of my girls is at the front trying to checking her bag, and they telling her that she gotta pay more because her bag costs too much money. And this plane talking about they about to take off, and my girl at the thing, we not about to do this. If this how you gonna do your business, we not about to do this. Say, excuse me? My girl is at the thing and her bag too big. What are you gonna do? I said, you might want to call it airline, but I have another one of your ladies that missed her flight, so I'm about to handle that. Somebody else missed their flight. Oh, what kind of business you do? What do you do? What kind of business? I said, ma'am, how am I responsible because y'all didn't make it to your flight? Your person's bag is over. Let me see what I can do to help you. Okay, let me just see. But let me first help your friend that missed her flight this morning. Okay? This is unprofessional. What are you going to do? They about to take off. They telling me to get on this flight now. If I don't get on this flight, they going to leave me. And my friend back there, her bag is overweight. What are you going to do? This group is messing. Y'all messing up my group. I said, okay, ma'am. Hold on one second. I just had to kindly put on hold while I went back to my other phone to find out if American can redo this girl's flight. So they said they could, and they was going to put her on standby. I did all that stuff. I told her she was grateful and she was getting her way to the airport. I picked back up for her. She on the plane. I'm telling these people they better not pull off without my girl. I said, you will be put off the plane. You might want to calm down and see where your friend is and where she's located. And, she just needs to take out more things in her bag. I said, it states on your itinerary that your bags can be over 50 pounds. Oh, that's bull. Oh, that's bull because I fly all the time. And my bags are always over 50 pounds. Okay, good luck. Okay. They get to the resort. And she calls. The resort has, on their itinerary states, the resort has a $150 fee that you pay when you get there, resort fee. She calls me. I paid you. You better pay these people this money because I paid you my shamani. You better pay these people this shamani.